to Nexus Wormhole.
You are in the Nexus Wormhole with your host, Sonic Rascal. Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome to the Nexus Wormhole. Talking about the new election, the old election, Biden. My co-host, Leche Limona, known as Mad Monkey Milk by the Democrats and the Republicans. What's going on, Leche Limona?
Full attack.
So Biden, we're talking about Biden's stats. He's not an X-Men. So what is 47 years in Congress, right? 47 years, man.
47 years of
Cassius, Brutus.
Exactly, of
Senator.
Of setting up lynch mobs, dirty mobs, of corruption. And it's like one of those I don't know, like one of those, like you can only almost imagine Hitler like not dying and living out the rest of his years, and then one day he got dementia and he doesn't fucking remember that he created one of the biggest genocides in the history of the world, and he thinks he's a good person. This is what's going on with Biden. He's walking around smiling. The man doesn't remember what he did, but the 47 years of atrocities he's committed and how many times he sold so many of these people out. Because the guy's got fucking dementia.
Well, Brian, I've been watching the news. So his son was making $50,000 a month in Croatia, using him as a puppet to get more leverage or trying to influence votes. And all this stuff came out in the New York Post by Giuliani, who got his laptop somehow. Okay, Giuliani, okay, of all people. And then Twitter was crazy because the Jack Dorsey, the owner of Twitter, wouldn't let anyone tweet this out because he's pro-Biden, I guess. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
So you got that guy, and you got
selective freedom of speech,
right? And then you got Ronald McDonald, who somehow got
shot
up.
Did you see him the other day? He looked like a big fat fucking Cheeto. Did you see him when he survived coronavirus? He came out like worse than before.
All right. All I see is them pulling out an old Volt with the experimental serum they used in Captain America and saying,
Super serum.
Super serum for you, Mr. Cheeto. This is going to be great. Do it. Shoot me up. Shoot me up right now. Give it all to me.
and they put like 5 bags of Cheetos in there with the super serum, and the fucking guy came out looking like a carrot.
It's heavy, man. So this is where my thoughts are. Okay, so you got this guy who had the greatest economy of America, supposedly, had everybody riding high, and then the pandemic comes. I guess he wasn't lovable enough. I mean, this is so crazy because one thing about, Cheeto is that he wants to protect the Second Amendment, which is the right to harm yourself. But by the time this is done, I don't know, man. I mean, I keep thinking like, no matter who wins, everyone's laid off. All these airline people are laid off. It's every time I'm like, hey, let's talk about art and music. It's overshadowed by this freaking massacre of the arts are dead, champ. The arts, they're dead. Just stump on them. They're gone. I mean, music. Who's gonna play music? You're gonna have to wear a mask all the time to play music and. What the hell?
Well, I was thinking, as a matter of fact, today, just over the entire shift of, day-to-day events because of this coronavirus bullshit. And, I mean, the theaters are empty, man. Theaters, I can't imagine how many millions of dollars are being lost every day. And they're trying to rework and refigure out how to, get some kind of money out of the movies that they did make, and they're holding everything else back. They're holding, Wonder Woman was supposed to have come out.
Ghostbusters, a bunch of,
Ghostbusters,
right.
Dune got pushed back. I heard Dune got pushed back for next year now because they're not going to release it in December.
They got to work on that soundtrack too.
They got to work on the soundtrack and some other things. But there are tons of movies that they're shelving because they're going to lose so much money. And then you have the music industry. Everybody, who's going to pay for these online virtual concerts?
And yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you're paying for it, I guess if you have the money, but that's no different. It seems like the arts, in all respects, are probably one of the biggest. What's the word I'm looking for? One of the
annihilation.
One of the biggest sectors.
Yeah.
Of livelihood, at least in America.
In America,
right now,
yeah,
and probably around the world. You can't get together. You can't go to events. You can't go see certain things. It's bad, bro. The unemployment rate is only gonna get worse too. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, I don't know. My whole thing is very simple. I try not to watch the news for a couple of days because what's the point? But every time you turn something on, you have Cheeto or Biden. I don't know.
Start calling him Chitaro.
Straight Chitaro. But yeah, I don't see any way out of this. You got freaking Kamala, who, if you feed her after midnight, she becomes a true gremlin. She's gonna freaking, feed her after midnight. Two of her aides got corona, so now she's pulling out.
Did you see the demon's curse on Pence when the fly landed on his head? And America went wild. America went crazy because the fly, they said that is some kind of satanic curse that's only been seen 3 times before.
Really? So like the churches?
No, this is like for real. Like all the church groups went bananas over the fact that he's had the mark of the beast. So, because the big fat ass fly land on his white ass head.
Well, Jeff Goldblum played the role and he survived, so I'm sure Pence will too.
Oh my God!
I think he was attracted to the freaking sweaty scalp from that straight corona.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting on all the predictions from that scam artist fucking pastor that said that the world was going to implode in October. Here we are, end of October.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
I heard it 3 times.
I saw the Ruskies jumping down in parachutes.
Koreans probably, if not Ruskies. And they're definitely... The Chinaman was taking over the White House. I saw them escorting Chitaro out.
Well,
and
he collected some donations, I hope, to keep the hope alive.
Yeah, he made it a good. His little church made a good fucking dime out of that.
Well, there you go. And they can lock it up, and buy rifles and canned food and wait for the end of everything, because who knows what's going to happen. But I'll tell you what, New York's going back to 1984 Ghostbusters, when you used to walk down, at the subways and you had a guy flashing you and robbing you at the same time. Jesus
Christ.
That's coming back, man, in a weird kind of way.
Well, let's think about this. Like, we're talking about, about how bad, like, the art sector is getting hit and other sectors. But of all the cities that fucking got hit the hardest, and it's going to be a long time for them to recuperate, is New York.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah. New York's going to be...
They can't even. They just started that last phase. Are they even on phase 3 yet? I don't think they are. I think there's still a lot of stuff. And over there, can you imagine living in that city, in that state of chaos right now, where you can't even pick your own wedgie? They're gonna give you a ticket. Ticket and stick it.
Well, I know a couple of people up there, and that let me tell you something. If I was living in that place, you got to get out. Okay, if you don't get out now, the longer you stay up there with the unemployment, it's going to be
heavyweight.
It's going to be warriors, okay? It's going to be old school, I don't know, man. People living underground. It's gonna be
But how do these
rats.
people pay their fucking mortgage out there? Like, how much longer?
I don't know.
It's a domino effect.
I think everything's gonna come to a point, and that point's gonna be the election.
Oh
That's gonna
yeah,
be.
because
That
you
is
heard
going.
Trump. What Trump said, he's not giving out any. Like, I love the conditioning that the man puts.
What?
Chitaro, he says, I'm not giving you guys any stimulus till after I'm elected. Like,
That's right.
listen to the psychology, listen to the brainwashing. I'm not going to give you guys the cash until you elect me. He just,
That's the Republicans, and Pelosi's playing her own game. You
not
know,
Pelosi, what?
Pelosi, who got that poor purse salon owner in San Francisco
Oh my God.
bankrupt or whatever because she couldn't have her hair done, and you had a freaking yeah, you had somebody from I don't know, like if you watch the video, there's this poor gentleman walking around like he just got off Nigeria or some kind of country in West Africa, and he puts his head down, he's got the mask on, and he's just running around behind Pelosi, duking, terrified of what she's going to do, terrified. And she's not wearing a mask in the video, nothing. She's just like, guys.
She's one of those fucking lizard people candidates.
Tell you what, if lizard people exist, they're only in Congress right now. But yeah, that's what's coming, America.
Straight V.
I just think of Rocky, the first Rocky. That's what it's gonna look like. Straight freaking Apollo and Rocky going at it. It's gonna be absolutely heavy. Good luck.
Well, maybe I got some snippets from the debate, and those debates are a fucking joke.
Oh,
Biden, old fucking Skeletor versus Chitaro, the two of them, and Trump comes out with the big whammy, the one that won that first debate when he tells America,
pile driver,
right to their feet, tells America to their face, I brought football back.
My God.
And America goes wild. They went the next day.
Yep.
When I was coming out of my house, there was flags waving everywhere. Honks of people honking horns. Trump and Pence flags just waving in the air. He brought football back.
Well, the Bucks got Brady. The Bucks. So heavy. It's the heaviest thing ever. I can't even understand it. Yeah.
So you can imagine how, and if people that are listening to this Nexus Wormhole right now, if you've never seen Idiocracy, the movie, please go watch it, because there's never been a more impactful movie.
We're getting close to it.
That has prophesied the future. This movie was directed by Nostradamus.
Pretty much, you're right about that.
Because it is a hand-to-hand detailed account of what's happening.
I'll tell you what, America, get yourself some zero Gatorade to water your crops, because that's what's coming. That's what's coming.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be insane. Hey, we're one step away from that.
That's what I'm saying. It's on the money.
If President Cheeto wins, it's gonna be, the Proud Boys stand by. I don't even know who the Proud Boys are. I don't know what is this Dukes of Hazzard episode rerun from the 70s.
Oh my gosh.
It's almost like Roscoe Stand By from the Dukes of Hazzard, and then you have Biden, who is just completely, I mean, I don't know. He reminds me of Westworld. He's like a robot, an old model that they pulled out.
Keeps doing that same old fucking script. He keeps saying that same line, and they haven't gone out to fix him yet.
No.
And he's still stuck. He's glitching on that move of his, how he's from Scranton. He's a good old steel boy from Scranton.
No, there's ain't no scran but scran, let me tell you, because they need to take him back to the warehouse in that 78 episode, put him back in there.
Yeah, where they're all naked. Put them there with the rest of the naked bots. The old what do they call them? The ones that were going to be scanned, basically.
This is some heavy stuff, champ, and everybody's
Well,
talking
look,
about
I'm just if you just think of these random images that you see throughout the day, you turn on your computer in the morning, and that tells you a lot about society and about the world we live in.
right.
I turned the computer on today. First thing I see is fucking Anderson Cooper holding a baby.
My God, that's the last thing I want to see. Anderson Cooper, he looks like a pelican ready to eat a fish. I bet his
and
face.
Every year he's fucking whiter. He's becoming translucent. I think he's one of the vampires from Twilight.
Let me tell you something. I think Anderson Cooper would be played very well by what's his name, Robinson, the one that's playing the Batman.
Yes, the what's his name? Oh my God, I just drew a blank, but it'll come back.
I'll come back someday.
The boy from Twilight. Yeah.
Straight Twilight. And if not that, put him next to Mitt Romney, and see who's whiter. That's a battle that none of them can. And Mitt Romney he supposedly grew up in Mexico. I see nothing Mexican.
There is nothing but a lie to get Spanish votes. That is not true.
There's no tacos in that boy. There's no churros.
No swing.
Let me tell you. So
zero swing. It's all salt. No pepper.
The last thing I'd want to see is Anderson Cooper. Well, let me tell you, he might be related to someone we went to, back in our days, called Moose. He looks like this kid.
He is definitely of the descendancy of Moose.
Let me tell
you that. I turn on the computer to go start off my day, and he's holding his adopted newborn baby that him and his boyfriend are adopting. Now, seriously, America, agencies of the world that could put a child in the hands of healthy families, where in the world did they think this shit was right? To put any boy in the hands of Anderson Cooper.
Imagine you being that kid and you're looking up, and all you see is Cooper going like this, looking at you. Like a big pelican, prehistoric pelican coming. We're not even talking Florida pelican. We're talking prehistoric dinosaur level.
Yes.
With the blue beady eyes coming at you, ready to snap your head off. Good luck,
Unbelievable,
kid.
Bro.
It's gonna be a tough kid when he grows up. I don't know.
and then people are shaming Billie Eilish. That emo ass kid that's always sad. And then she came out and wore some sweatpants and a tang, and they fucking ripped her new asshole online because she basically put on a tank top. So the kid, who apparently is all sorts of crazy.
But she's a singer, right?
She's a singer,
right?
But she's already had all kinds of issues with depression, and everybody hammered her. Got on. Bro, is so sick.
We're living in a sick
world. It's sick.
I never believed that all these people would express such negative attitudes and such horrible things.
They're hateful.
They're sitting at home, look, I think this all comes from mental illness. People are they're going to be sick, or they're going to get sicker because they sit at home looking at Twitter, looking at the Kardashians flying to Rome, sitting around, maybe not cleaning. But how about you get up, vacuum, go for a run, do something, paint a painting, get off the Instagram, get off the Twitter. You can use it. Why don't you put the Crayola you did, or something positive, a recipe to make banana bread. But Listen,
Jesus.
stop picking on some girl. I saw that at picture. She's showing her body, and I see what? She just looks like a normal girl to me. I don't even
They
understand
ripped her to shreds.
But why? Because of her
Because
body?
these people are hateful. Because
They're
what
hateful.
the
They hate
fuck?
themselves. There you go, champ.
Hateful people. And then there was
That's
this is
incredible.
all in the morning. This is what you get in the morning as you start in the day. Then I keep seeing these fucking Will Smith and his two-timing hooch ass girlfriend's wife that banged some guy, and they went on a show together.
Her
and
show.
Her show.
The
And
Red Table. The Red Table is called.
And they decided that this is where they were gonna talk about what went wrong in their marriage, and she was gonna disclose for the first time to America how she cheated on him.
Ratings.
Like how low can you go with this? Like, are you really hurting for money that bad?
Yeah, I think people are that greedy that they'll take their marriage, they'll take their family, and they'll be like, hey, guess what?
Let's see how many kids are fucking like, what do they call, like A.K.A. sexual? They like fucking furniture. They hump fucking bed poles. Like, you don't know what? Like these fucking weird Morlock kids that dress like girls, and yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
I try to understand what's going on to a certain degree, where I think if you are a celebrity, you no longer have to have talent. You no longer have to have some kind of maybe gift of singing or acting, or maybe you're just good looking. You know, it comes down to you representing some kind of political idea or movement about your sex or your whatever. And like you said, they come out, hi, I'm binary, I like stools, I like going to IKEA, and I hump the dry bedpost.
And it's got to be okay, because the next thing now is going to be...
No, don't say it. How dare you say it's not okay to
then, you know, like tomorrow and Saturday morning cartoons, the kids are going to get mind humped on how it's okay to bang furniture items, and that everybody has to be okay with it.
Let me tell you.
Because that's where we live in now. We live in this fucking weird world,
man. It's a
man.
weird world. So you have a celebrity, any celebrity that's a kid probably saying, if you don't respect the binary kids that are humping furniture in the last section of IKEA, you don't belong in our club. Get out.
Yeah, and then
and the kids get depressed. And
no,
God
or
forbid,
you come out to serve the kids some cereal, and he's going to town on the freaking cushion, and you're thinking to yourself, "What the hell are you doing?"
It's what the kids are doing, Mom. They're humping.
It's like that craze. You remember when that American Pie movie came out, and all them boys started sticking it right in the hot pockets?
Let me tell you something. I heard about that, and I saw a picture of an apple pie, and then I thought, what you gonna get? Hot pockets. So, pepperoni time. So illegal.
It's so illegal. God almighty. Like, this is what we're living in. Like, it's so easy to dictate to people what to do. Well, and they don't do it. They sign up for it. They sign up for all this shit.
Well, listen, man. It's gone from banging an apple pie to, you know, injecting hormones. If you don't understand that you are developing and putting all kinds of experiments on yourself as a teenager, and then following some hip-hop star as a teenager and going to IKEA and humping furniture.
Jesus, and it's all fine.
Listen, I remember skipping school, going to the arcade, playing Mario Brothers, eating a slice of cheese.
Yeah.
Watching the, Batman the animated series. Yeah. just, that was it. You know, some kids would do, some light drugs, or they drank some alcohol. That was it. It wasn't none of like, oh, I don't like my life, I'm gonna grow boobs, and if mom doesn't let me, I'm gonna divorce my parents, and I'm not gonna wait till I'm 18. And the parents don't even stop their kids. I don't even know. Can they even? I don't even. It's like they're using the law against their own parents. It's so nuts. It's absolutely crazy. And then, like you said, you have somebody like Will Smith talking with his wife. I don't care if his wife slept with a rapper or a gymnast.
Yeah. I don't. No, and then apparently Will Smith and this guy are buds. Like on top of it, like apparently they're friends, and like they tease each other. How? I mean, it's just complete bullshit. And
Let me tell you something.
And then you see the other one, that crazy whacked out lady that she is addicted to getting cheekbone surgery. And that's a whole other thing on there online now. They got the lady, and she says they're still too small, and she's starting to sort like her face when you see her, like she looks like a distorted. I'm trying to put together, but she basically looks like some kind of old fucking New Orleans carnival doll. Yeah, no, yeah, like they put them up on the paper,
right,
paper mache carnival characters, and it's like, and then next to that lady, they have the guy that turned fucking reptilian, and then next to the reptilian guy, they had the guy that decided to operate his nose and get it off, and he transformed into fucking Goofy.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, he transformed.
He looks like Goofy.
He looks like Goofy.
No.
Yes, look it up.
Like the Disney, like the dog.
He turned into Goofy, and he looks like a bad version of one of the Who's from the Grinch.
I think we're at the end. I've never heard of anyone.
Yeah, he asked his nose to be removed, and then they put that crazy snout on him. The guy's a living goof.
Speechless. I'll have to look that up.
So this was all in the same, in the same what do you call it, in the same frames. Like people are transforming themselves into reptiles, creatures, Disney characters. What the fuck is going on?
I thought people were unemployed. Where are they getting the money for this?
Wait, exactly.
It's insane. I don't. What, they have some kind of insurance coverage that it's all about. The balance is shifting to the dark side. That's all I can tell you.
I'm telling you, this guy removed his nostrils to be an amphibian.
I don't even know what that means.
Bro, it's real, man. It's out there. It's just like, and we've laid the red carpet out for all of this shit.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, like always, the Nexus goes dark.
You got to navigate. The Nexus is never a bright spot.
No, we got to look for the bright spots, because let me tell you, it's like that line in True Detective where Woody Harrelson. He's looking at Matthew McConaughey at the end. They're looking at the night, and he says, the stars are the light, but there's a lot of darkness up there. Because let me tell you, that's what's coming, because I don't see anything good. Wall Street is backing up Biden right now, and Facebook and Twitter only let things about Biden, positive things go. Anything about Trump attacking Biden, even if they have proof, because Giuliani somehow, the ex-mayor of New York, Giuliani, got the computer of Hunter Biden, who's the son of Biden.
Hunter Biden, what a fucking name! Like the kid, like the man.
Well,
this is when he was basically right up there with the fucking, you know what I mean, one of the Nazi killers, and he names his boy Hunter.
Let me tell you, the boy's been doing snow cones. He is into doing so much, and it's kind of sad. I mean, you think about so much power and just using it to get ahead. I don't even know. It's such a mind wipe. It is a straight
I
mind
recommend
wipe.
everybody watch Dead Zone.
Put on Dead Zone.
All I can say is Greg Stilson. That freaking Martin Sheen plays that illegal character, the politician, down to a T.
Well, that's what Stephen King always scares me, is he's always saying that Martin Sheen he's kind of like Trump. It's almost like he is just this star. He wants to be a star. He wants to be in the camera. He wants to, all that whole. Well, when Walken was at his best, was Dead Zone. Let me tell you, because he's doing some weird movie now. He plays a grandpa with De Niro. It's the heaviest thing I ever seen.
They're they get them when they're old and they're tired, and
they
finally decided, hey, it'd be great two great American actors together one last time. You guys made Deer Hunter, now we're gonna make fucking Diaper Hunter, and you guys are gonna wear old man diapers together and just go fishing and poop each other out. Like, it's so heavy. Even these scripts, all these movies, I was going through one of the websites, Collider. I was looking through Collider, usually where I get all the movie news and all of that stuff, the shows. And I must have gone for a while. There was just nothing that even grabbed my attention. It's all rehashed, refurbished, same old ideas, and they just put new actors. And the kids of today, the new generation, they have no idea this shit's already been done. They're reselling the same ideas. Hollywood is out of ideas. When was the last original movie that you saw that was from, let's say, from this decade, that you could say, man, this was solely original? And I'm sure there might be a couple gems, but
no, I
it's
think
very rare.
Well, let me give you my point of view. So this is what I see. Also, as an artist, they are taking the source material, which is, let's say, Batman, has a bat build, lives in the bat cave. Superman, Fortress of Solitude, Clark Kent, and they don't have any more ideas. So instead of Batman, they're gonna call him, something like the Bat Whiz, and he's gonna be a reporter. And instead of the suit, he's gonna have, some kind of like bat pass for security. He's gonna have a bat moped, and he's actually gonna be a detective that's overweight, that likes to eat, chocolate cookies. But wait a minute, he likes going, cave diving on the weekends, and that's why they call him the Bat Whiz. But it's still Batman, based on Batman. So that's what That's what's going on. It's what they did with Star Wars.
They're dismembering classic stories and literally just
mythology, our mythology,
on them, peeing on them.
Yeah, and they do it with the rights or without the rights. Actually, Alan Moore, who is, one of my favorite comic book writers, and now he writes books now. He literally said that he's so angry that he created all these superheroes because he sees it as the end of our culture. Some of these, he
was calling that out years ago, and now it's all coming to fruition. That guy was on the money when he said all that. He said that shit back in the 80s. Right after he wrote it, and then look what's happening now. Everything he said.
Everything he said's happening now. So you have, instead of Superman, it's going to be Super Whiz, and he's like a nerd, and he's like Elon Musk, but, he doesn't like diamonds. He gets allergic to them, but somehow he can create but based on Superman. So it's, they did it with Star Wars. Star Wars is a great one where they took Luke Skywalker, the Jedi, and they made him into a fucking hologram. Okay, he's not even
whining, old bitter hologram.
Yeah, we're talking something from Tron, the original. He's just a two-dimensional chip that doesn't even exist. And
No,
then,
that was the biggest mental freaking masturbate jack off
well,
scene I've ever
yeah.
seen.
They take the samurai look, the samurai dance. They put him next to an enemy who's coming for him, and at the end, he's not even real. He's somewhere else sweating and fucking doing yoga and fucking elevating his chakras to the fucking telemundo. Fucking horrible. There's no way you can beat that. But that's it. It looks
So
like
what? So what's? I mean, again, you still left me hanging.
what?
What's one thing in this decade that you've seen, or that you could say wholeheartedly, it's been it's solely been original.
No, I can't tell you anything from this decade at all. I cannot think. I can go back to the 90s. I mean, I can't. Can you? I mean, what? I've been thinking about that. Coco, the Disney movie, maybe, but that's actually Mexican folklore. That is about
That's
Day of the
nothing.
Dead.
Yeah, that's but
And
like a soul.
yeah, you're
You
talking
know,
like Star Wars. I know what you're
yeah,
saying.
or you're talking about, or something that when you got done watching it,
Transformers, G.I. Joe, even Knight Rider back in the
yeah, we're
80s.
talking about shit that was
Oh, they recycle everything. Have you seen the new Magnum PI? Some guy in Hawaii? It looks
same shit.
illegal.
This and we got different mustache.
Yeah, but except the short British guy, now it's a hot girl, the intelligence officer.
Dear
So
Lord, that's the
he's
other thing. That's the other trend now. We have girl Ghostbusters because we now it's all
oh, that's
not
right.
guys Ghostbusters. Now it's gotta be the girl Ghostbusters. So then what I'm guessing is, since they're doing that for women instead of Charlie's Angels,
Yeah.
have Charlene's Angels, and they're gonna have a bunch of dudes that are gonna be the angels.
I think they're gonna have binary angels. They're gonna have
Binary angels.
they're
There you
gonna
go.
have asexual,
Yes.
bisexual, you won't be able to tell. They may even have a monkey, and the monkey doesn't even look like a monkey. He's a parrot.
Right.
He's a
Right.
parrot who wanted to be a monkey and started taking hormones, and now he's happy with himself. Because that's all I see. It's absolutely nuts.
I
I
think
have no idea.
maybe to me the only thing that comes to mind as one of the you know only original, and even, yeah, I'll say original ideas um of this decade.
Hmm.
The I would say I would probably put Interstellar in that category.
Yeah, Interstellar is it's a good movie. It's a
Now,
good
but
director.
even then, that's you're still
You're
walking a
stretching it.
line there with,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
are.
I mean,
Like, I mean, the whole scene when
the
he's
first time you saw 2001 Space Odyssey,
right.
that's an original idea that
Well,
nobody treaded those waters.
no, and that was
Nobody.
60s. That's in the
Yes.
60s, which
And to
is
be talking about that movie, and even though I'm talking about Interstellar, and there's a lot of conceptual things there that are original, and some other things that are obviously taken from something else. I guess the point I'm trying to say is that's the best I can come up with right now, and even then, I'm sort of hesitant to present it.
well, this is the thing that always gets me about Interstellar. The scene when and see this is where Stanley Kubrick blows your mind. And don't get me wrong, Interstellar is great, but the last scene where the astronaut is in three different places, and he's in that room laying down. And Interstellar is when he's in between and he's talking to his child, and he's got that thing going on. That's to me those and but we're talking original. I can't think of anything.
Yeah,
I can't.
so
I
that's how
cannot
bad it
think of
is.
new Jedi's, new ninjas. There's not even. I mean, I'm sure they'll remake a GI Joe again. Another GI Joe
Oh,
movie is coming. The Dark Phoenix movie, the X-Men movie.
what a disaster! I saw that mess.
I did not see that, but I could.
What a mess! There's X-Men went.
Great actors,
X-Men
but
is just a disaster.
it's a complete
It's
debacle.
Shakespearean actors. basically making
when
asses of themselves.
you must improvise the whole thing. It might be
Yeah.
better because the written material, what those people can do. I mean, they're not bad actors. They're just. I think we're gonna close it down for now because it's from here. The Nexus gets straight Hershey Highway from here. There's nowhere else to go. Binary Hershey Highway. And let me tell you something. It doesn't look too good, America. Because without cash, you can't buy Hershey bars. So, well,
oh my God.
this has been an interesting episode of the Nexus Wormhole. We will be trying to do these episodes as much as we can in between the space-time continuum and this simulation. But some people are awake out there, and let me tell you, buckle up, because I can't. Like you said, I mean, they're destroying the mythology. This starts with the mythology. Take apart the Jedi, take apart Luke Skywalker, and then you got Cheeto with no lightsaber. He's got a freaking... He's got a plumber snake trying to swing it like a lightsaber. It's insane.
Yeah, rehashed ideas. Let's be original, man. Let's push to be original. Push to create, something completely unique,
right?
And different. And it's not that hard. You still have some of these guys out there that. The old school guys that have been doing it. Stephen King is an example,
right?
Or just somebody that comes to mind now. Just somebody that's still pushing the envelope, and then just like different artists that are still doing things that are defying the laws of. I still say Dead Can Dance as an example. Even when they got back together, they're still pushing the unconventional out. And the unconventional, man, that's where things really get interesting.
Alan Moore's got a new TV show that's coming out, some kind of series. It might be really good, but he's all dressed up as this character. You got Neil
Even if it's crazy, I respect it.
I do
like
too,
it's
man,
crazy.
The idea,
even if I don't like it, but I say, man, this guy is actually pushing for something different.
Concept or
Yeah, even if the thing falls on its face, you say, man, he's trying. That's what it's all about.
Better than spending $100 million on a lightsaber that doesn't work. God. That's what it comes down to it. But it is what it is. So this is Sonic Rascal saying to you, stay alive, America, in the space-time continuum. All right. Not Monkey Milk.
Over and out.
All right, rigged. It's all rigged. One more P.S. One more note. Fairies for Biden. You can't live without them. You cannot let that vote go. Dress up on your furry suit and vote furry. Vote
I already
Biden.
Put it on. I'm signing as we speak.
You are in the Nexus Wormhole.
You are in the Nexus Wormhole with your host, Sonic